previously on Riverbend Springs. We made our first wood delivery to the old grain mill, officially beginning our part in the Landmark Renewal Society project. Snowy weather slowed us down, so we used the morning to run errands at the bank and post office. Once the weather cleared, we tackled a cultivating contract and ended the day back at the farm, debating our next move, a tractor, a sheep barn, or a second production.
Good morning. Welcome everybody to Riverbend Springs, Meadow Springs Farm, episode 15. Looking at the used cars, used vehicles. Only two new things is a weeder and a telehandler. I don't need either one of them right now. Let's go and look at the weather. It's going to be in the 40s and 30s for most of the day. So it's going to be another cold one here in January. I think what we have planned for today is we're going to go do a contract first. In the last episode, I had asked for recommendations. Either one, save the money for a tractor in the used market, or two, get a new sheep pen with a barn in it, or three, add in another production. At the time of recording this, there hadn't been any comments or suggestions for me, so I'm going to have to think about what we're going to do, because we're definitely going to do something in this episode. I just got to figure out what it is. It's going to be one of those three items. Used market doesn't have any tractors, but that doesn't mean after we do a contract that we wouldn't be able to afford a new tractor. It would take all of our money, but we potentially could get a small tractor and go that route. So I'll have to figure out what it is that I want to put in and go from there on that. We might be able to head out to the grain mill and see how it's coming along now that we dropped off that wood transport yesterday. But that, if we do, that will be towards the end of the episode. If we can't, then we'll do that towards the beginning of the next episode. So we'll just see kind of what rolls through today and see what happens. We made it up to the store, so we're going to go take a look at the contracts and see what's available. It is January, so I don't foresee a lot of contracts being available, but we don't know. You never know. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what's in the list today. Alright, so cultivating, deadwood, plowing, and wood transport. I think I'm just going to do this contract for Katie. Do cultivating and go up and do that. We get the McCormick again, which that was one of the first tractors that we actually got when we first got on here. For one of the first contracts. I really enjoyed the McCormick. But what we need to do is get the weight on and get attached to the cultivator, and then we need to head up to the farm, or head up to the contracted field and get cracking on that contract. See if I can back this up and get connected in a straight line first time. Not too shabby. Getting a little bit better. But, alright guys, well, I'm going to head up to the field and I will see you guys there. Just pulling into the field, and looks like it's this one right here in front of us. So let's go ahead and get around. Get the beacons turned off. Let's go ahead and set up GPS. We'll set that down so we get an accurate reading on the GPS. I'm also going to turn on some lights because it's kind of dark right now. So we'll do that. Cool. So go from there, and looks like it's going to be a little bit, so we're going to go ahead and throw it into a time lapse while we do it, and I'm going to think about what we're going to do for the farm. So I'm thinking probably a production, but I don't know. I'll see you in a few. Alright, so we're completing the contract now. It took right about an hour and 20 minutes or so to do. But we're going to get this folded up and head back to the store and get this turned back in. And I'll see you guys when we get there. Alright, just pulling back in now. And gonna get this turned in, and then we need to head down to the farm and figure out what we're going do. You know, something that we haven't done in a little bit into the new year that we're in is actually check on prices of items that we have. We have silage that potentially, well, it's ready to sell. It's just waiting for the best sell point. So we could look into that. Let's go ahead and complete this. There we go. Awesome. That's an extra $3,000. So that puts us up to 58, just under 59,000. But yeah, we haven't looked at pricing for like lettuce and silage and stuff like that. So maybe we'll do that when we get up there. And go from there. See what we can do in that. So I'm going to meet you back at the farm. Alright, as we get into the farm, I'm going to go ahead and park the truck. And then we're going to take a look at some things. So let's go ahead and go up here and let's pull up the pricing list. And let's go through the pricing again real quick. So we're going to first look at lettuce. That'll be the first one that we come down to. Oh, actually, goat milk. Let's look at goat milk. So it sells for $5,615 currently, but bottled goat milk is $4,149 in its best sell time. Now, if we put in a dairy, goat milk will double in the amount that it has. Lettuce, currently I could sell it at the restaurant for $2,045, which is higher than its highest price rate that's on the thing. So that's a possibility that we may look into doing. Let's see, looking for silage. There it is. So currently it's $222, but it says it's going up at the farmer's market. So we'll wait a few minutes, and you know what? I've decided what we're going to do. We're going to put in another production. I think I'm going to go and put in the dairy production and get that goat milk starting to be turned into bottled goat milk. So, thinking about right over here in this area. There it is. So, let's go ahead and jump in and take a look at it. So, for goat milk, it takes 10 goat milk and turned it into 20 bottled goat milk. And it does 14.4 cycles a month. So, basically doubling our product. And it sells for about $4,000 per 1,000 liters. So if I put in 1,000 liters of regular goat milk, I'm going to get 2,000 liters of bottled goat milk. Currently, we're at 164 liters. But now comes the problem of getting that in there. Well, I think I'm going to go up to the store, and I think I'm going to walk up to the store because I'm thinking I'm going to rent some equipment and buy some equipment. So we're here. Let's take a look at a skid steer. So there's two options, the New Holland and the Kubota. I really want the Kubota, but I can't afford either one of them right now. But I can afford the attachments. So if we get a bell forks, so that way we can get ready to get our bells moved, that's only $600. I can go in and purchase that. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and buy a bell fork. And I think to move the goat's milk, I need a pallet fork. So I'm going to go ahead and buy the pallet fork as well. It's only $800. So those are purchased. And the good thing about them is even with the Kubota, they'll still work. So buying them now to where I only have to rent a machine, that works. And I think I'm going to go ahead and rent this New Holland for now, because it's a little bit cheaper. $1,785. But now comes the problem. I just rented or purchased 2 attachments. Only one of them can go in here at a time. So I've got to see, because I don't want to make multiple runs. Can I get them both down to the farm at the same time? I wonder, with that big open square in the center, I wonder if I can put my pallet forks in between that and pick that up. Let me see. Bear with me, I'm not very good with the skid steer or forklift type thing. It's one thing that I have the least amount of practice on, but we'll see. That just moved it. No, I'm not even. Oh, wrong way. Oh, there we go. Move them in a little bit. No, other way. I'm struggling here. Let me get around so I see. There we go. Get a top view, see if that can help us guide it into the hole a little bit. No. You know, it's probably going to be easier if I jump in the cab. Should be able to see a little bit better. Yeah, there we go. Nope, it's not going to let me in. Alright, well, I'm going to fiddle with this for a minute. Alright, so I've been fiddling with this way longer than what I should. I'm about to... Oh, wait a second. I might be able to pick it up there. I was about to say I'm about ready to go to the farm and drop one off and come back and get the other one. And I flinged it out of anger, and it made it to where we might be able to take it. Oh, wrong way. Let's see. Is it going to work? Yahtzee. Even better. Now, will it stay there? Let's drive a little bit while we're looking at it. Yeah, it looks like it's going to stay there. Cool, I'll meet you back at the farm. Wow, that was a long 11-mile-an-hour process. Now comes the fun part. Trying to get it off and still be able to attach it. Now, I'm thinking I want to take that and flip it. Oh, too far. Let's see if I can get back under it and try and flip it. Pull forward, no. Darn it. Come on, pick up. Okay, that's promising. Let's see if I can get it to where I can lean it up against the bell and push it. Actually, you know what? I think it actually went into the bell. Yeah, it did. Okay, so let's go and set that back down. Let's see. I don't know if I can attach to it while it's there, but I'm going to flatten this out, detach it, and try to attach that other one. Hopefully I don't go flying across the map, but it's worth a try. Let's see. It will let me connect. Oh, not too bad. Okay, let's go ahead and take that out. There we go. Oh, I didn't mean to detach it, reattach it. I want to bring it out in front so I can actually see it. That way I don't lose it. There we go. That's a good spot for it. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's move those or that goat milk from the goat pen into the dairy and get the dairy starting to process the goat milk into bottled goat milk. Because what's the point of putting in a production if we're not going to use it, right? So I think this was the right move. It's another money income generator for us in the long run, where, yeah, a bigger sheep pen would allow us to get bigger sheep, but we haven't even outgrown, or goats, we haven't even outgrown our pen currently. So the tractor would be beneficial for money because we may not have to rent as much or lease as much equipment for borrowed equipment. But this is pure profit, and it's doubling what the product that our goats are already producing for free. Well, other than what it costs to take care of them, of course. But you get what I'm saying. Alright, so that's in. Let's go ahead and jump over here and get that production turned on. So we go down here and running. And there it goes. Alright. So we'll get that started. It'll be a little while before we actually get anything out of it. Because it's got to be 1,000 liters. And we haven't even put in 500 liters yet to get to that 1,000 liter point. So it'll be a little bit, but it's a process to get started, right? Next, we were saying earlier that the bales could be sold, and it was for more than what they currently say the highest price point is. It's kind of what led me on the adventure to go ahead and buy the bell fork and the pallet fork, versus just getting the pallet fork to do the goat's milk. So let's go ahead and get over here and get hooked up, and we're going to start loading these bells into the truck and take them to sell. I don't know how many bells we can put on the back of the truck on the flatbed, but I'm thinking we might be able to get most of it in one trip. Maybe. It all just depends on how good my stacking skills are. And as you guys saw earlier, I'm not 100% the greatest at it. In fact, I'm probably one of the worst drivers in Farm Sim with a skid steer. But I want to buy one to practice with it. So we got that loaded up on there. And let's go ahead and go get in the truck and bring it over. And we'll try and see how many we can get. I'm going to try and get as many as I can on there. We only have 10 bells, so I know a typical trailer, you could get all 10 in one run. But at the end of the day, this is the bed of a flatbed of a truck. So I don't know if we'll be able to get all 10 or not. Looking at the sizes of those bells, probably not. But let's go ahead and get the sides taken down, and let's go ahead and jump back into the skid steer and start putting them up there. I'll probably stay here and load this first one with you guys, and because it's going to take me a while to get them, I am going to cut out and come back when I get them loaded. Because I'm telling you, it's going to be like a 30 to 40 minute real life process for me to load this. Because I'm that horrible at doing it. If you ever want to see it one of these days, let me know in the comments and I will let you watch my chaos. But, alright, we got the first one loaded. I'll be back when we're full. Alright, just putting this last one on there, and I was right. It took me right around 20 minutes or so to get that on there. We're able to get 8. We have 2 left. and it was kind of difficult to get those top ones on there, so I'm not even going to risk trying to get those other two on there. We're just going to take these and sell them, but let's go and get the straps on them and then get the sides up and go forward. Where was it that we're going to sell again? I think it was the farmer's market that was best price. Yeah, and it's actually gone up to $224 for the farmer's market. Cool. So we're going to head up to the farmer's market. Here we are at the farmer's market. And we're going to sell those. Let's get those unattached. There we go. $9,208. Awesome. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go grab those other two, come back up, and I'll meet you back at the farm once I've sold those other two bales. See you in a few. Alright, just got back. We ended up getting $31,077 off those. And did you see that right there on the left? I think we got our first pallet of wood. We did. Awesome. So, our wood in front is gone, and we got our first 1,000 piece long planks pallet. That's awesome. Let's see, and it is currently, oh, that's the light. Oh, that's the light. Let me come over here. 13,944 liters of wood in there. So that's pretty cool. So we got our first pallet for that. Now, I need it for the house. But what if we were to sell it? What are the prices for wood? Oh, too far. Let's go back down. It's not bad. Playground is taking $4,380 for 1,000 liters. Yeah, it's not bad, but I don't know. I'm not going to say that's a process yet. Check on the lettuce pricing while we're here as well. Oh, too far. Alright, so restaurant is now going down in price, but it made it all the way up to $2,052. But all the other places are going up. So, I think I'm going to wait and see if any of those others get up to that same price point or a little bit better. It may be a missed opportunity, but does it need water? No, it's fine. For now, we can get water first episode for that one. What about the goats? Do they have food and water? I didn't check them this morning. So it looks like they got food. And yeah, they got water. Okay. Cool. So they're all squared away, taken care of. But yeah, like I was saying, I think I might wait on the lettuce. And see what tomorrow has in store. See if we can get it above that $252 price, because the other ones were going up as that one started to go down. That may be around the max price, but I may have missed that opportunity. But as long as it's above what it says the best sell price generally is, then we'll be good to go. Because it said 212, and then it went all the way up to 252. So the next thing, though, is if we're going to be selling it within the next couple days, I don't really see a point in returning this. It's going to cost more. Well, let's double check. Will it? So if I was to rent it, turn it in and rent it again, it is, let's see, $1,785. But if I just keep it per workday, now that it's already rented, it's $350. So I think it's cheaper in the long run for me to keep this for a couple days. then to return it and then release it. That would just be wasting money. I don't know if that's how the leasing works, or if it would be like the $1,000 all over again. So that'll be something that I'll have to test and look at. Like I said, I'm fairly new to the game, so I don't know all the ins and outs of their process on that. So that's something that I'm willing to take a look at and try and figure out. So first, let's go ahead and drop this off next to the other one. There we go. Drop that off. And we're going to go ahead and, like I said, keep this. So we're going to move this in between the house and the truck. Right up here. That way it's safe. I can hear if anybody tries to get in it and take off with it. But, alright guys, well, hopefully you enjoyed that episode. We're done for what we can do today. Let's see what tomorrow brings to us. So thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. And I will catch you in the next one. Peace.